Remember, in a friendly match, the Real Madrid legends suffered a narrow defeat when they faced off against the former Porto stars. However, the score on the field wasn't what the Real Madrid fans were focused on. Their attention was captivated by the return of numerous Los Blancos icons. The La Liga giants' supporters even stood up and applauded several times for Zinedine Zidane's smooth moves, despite the passage of time. At 51, the former French captain still controlled the ball with finesse and occasionally dribbled past opponents with an incredibly graceful style. It seemed that the genius qualities remained intact in this great man, and magic was the word both the press and fans used to describe the former Real Madrid manager after this performance. This adjective has been associated with Zizou since his playing days, with countless moments when the former number 5 at Bernabeu left fans in awe of his intelligence. Even in his final career match against Italy in the 2006 World Cup final, the 51-year-old former midfielder managed to leave a dramatic Panenka goal against Buffon. In the most tense moments, many players would shy away from such a life-or-death task, while others would choose to strike hard into the corner to minimize risk. Only Zidane, with his ice-cold face, sent the ball into the net with a beautiful trajectory, opening up a dream for the French. Who would have thought a Panenka would appear at such a tense moment? Perhaps it was the audacity of a genius. Of course, everyone knows that the match ended imperfectly, so let's go back 6 more years to the Euro 2000 semi-final, when France and Portugal went into extra time. Fate then handed Les Bleus a chance to reach the final with a controversial penalty. As always, the French number 10 calmly placed the ball into the corner where the goalkeeper couldn't reach. The Portuguese goalkeeper was even deceived by the cold expression of the 1972-born legend, diving in the wrong direction. Clearly, the former Real Madrid number 5 had the qualities of a genius and the rare composure to master decisive moments. However, Zidane wasn't just known for his reliable penalty kicks. The Real Madrid legend also knew how to make his mark with many timeless Marseille roulettes. Zidane performed this technique so well that the football world still tacitly acknowledges him as one of the best executors of the Marseille roulette in history, continuing with the 2006 World Cup as an example. After several moments overshadowing the samba dancers and assisting Henry to score, Zidane executed a 360-degree spin to evade the opposing defender's challenge. The French football legend didn't even slow down for a second before continuing forward. Another example comes from 3 years earlier in the Champions League when Zizou and Real Madrid faced his former team, Juventus. In just a few moments, the 1998 champion made 2 illustrious stars, Nedved and Alessandro Del Piero, mere spectators with his exemplary roulette spin. Looking back, it's clear that when Zidane was in his element, not even legends could stop the 1998 world champion from performing miracles. However, if one move epitomizes the technique known as the Marseille turn, it would be the encounter with Real Valladolid in the 2003-2004 season. Receiving the ball from a teammate, the Euro 2000 champion entered the penalty area and eliminated the marking defender with his signature spin. After a few more touches, Zidane bypassed the goalkeeper before taking a shot while slightly off balance, then tumbling to the ground. The goal didn't come for Los Blancos, but the spectators still applauded enthusiastically with the highest praise. Truly memorable, and to elevate the atmosphere of this clip, let's move on to the iconic goals in Zizou's career. These are moments that, if not for the talented Frenchman, might never have resulted in goals. Of course, the first situation to mention is the classic volley against Bayer Leverkusen in 2002, originating from a high pass from a teammate when Zidane found himself in a relatively open position, not under much pressure from opponents. Most players would opt for a safe approach, controlling the ball for a few touches before deciding to shoot or pass to a teammate. But Zidane simply wanted to do something special. And that's when his brilliant mind worked at full capacity with exceptional observational skills and spatial awareness. The French legend struck the ball at the most critical moment, just a second too early or late, and the ball wouldn't have gone into the net. and the dangerous opportunity would have slipped away. But Zidane was simply a genius. Thus, the greatest goal in Champions League history was born. Another immortal moment came in a match between Real Madrid and the tough opponent Sevilla. After a mistake by the opposing team, Zizou took a few touches before setting his sights on the goal from several dozen meters away. It would have been normal for the 1998 world champion to wait for a forward to make a run and then make a through pass, but the French maestro did something crazier. And then a rocket shot was unleashed, driving Real Madrid fans wild in the stands. They never expected the usually poetic midfielder to make such a decisive and powerful strike. Clearly, with the qualities of a maverick, Zizou didn't allow others to predict his moves with conventional thinking. This made every appearance of the French star on the field a moment for fans to hope for something special. Even with the most basic technique of a player, the first touch, Zidane did it so well that enthusiasts had to create the term Zidane touch to praise him. Simply put, regardless of whether a teammate made a long or short pass or how strong or weak the ball was, Zizou would control it neatly with just one touch. Under ideal conditions, the former star would use his foot to master the situation. If the ball was slightly high, Zidane would jump and control it with his chest, but opponents shouldn't expect any clumsiness from the former French captain. Even before touching the ball, Zidane would already know where his marker was to plan his next move. Take the example of receiving a pass from Barthez. Zizou, without even looking, sensed the white-shirted player closing in and simultaneously executed two brilliant skills. On one hand, a delicate backheel flick, and on the other, the French legend spun away effortlessly, leaving his opponent helpless. Some joked that Zidane had eyes in the back of his head, but this was likely the result of years of rigorous training at the pinnacle of his sport. To describe abstract concepts like tactical vision or superior awareness, we need examples of how the former number 5 at Bernabeu found his teammates in tense moments. In the 2002-2003 season, Real Madrid faced Manchester United in the Champions League quarter-finals and played the first leg at home. In one situation, with Los Blancos pressing the Red Devils, Zidane weaved through several opponents before perfectly setting up Figo for a masterpiece. Shortly after, Zizou delivered another pass into a prime area for Raúl to score. Truly impressive, and it's not surprising that a great like the former French star retained many valuable qualities even after hanging up his boots. For many years, everything seemed to reside in Zidane's brilliant mind. His bald head and occasional physical decline couldn't stop him from thinking about doing something special every time he laced up his boots. Of course, the beautiful past has passed. Now, people want to know what Zidane's future holds. His immense influence on football makes it a waste for the French strategist to stay idle for too long. Fans need Zidane to return as soon as possible, whether at a club or with a major national team. Only then can the former Le Bleu captain's understanding of the beautiful game be fully expressed. And perhaps a student of his will once again mesmerize enthusiasts with the skills that Zizou once displayed.